Hello friends, what is degree of parallelism or query parallelism? So very frequently asked interview question about the MDOP or weight type CS packet and CS consumer, right? There are two weight types you frequently see in your weight type when you use this system DMView, right? So in simple term, SQL can split query into multiple threads across CPU process part of task in a parallel way, right? That is aimed of max degree of parallelism, cost threshold of parallelism. How it works into SQL 2025, right? So it brings SQL 2025 brings intelligent parallelism control with the smarter threads, distributed distribution and adaptive query processing. When a query estimated cost threshold defined, right? That is 5 or something like different, right? By default this is 5, right? It optimizes decided whether it should be run in parallel. You will often notice parallel operations execution plan, right? Advantage of parallel query execution: drastically reduce execution time for large data scale and complex join, better CPU utilization and multiple core systems, especially effectively for data warehousing and reporting queries. What is disadvantage? Can lead a complex CS packet weight, increase CPU parallel processors, overhead threading management and hurt OLTP workloads, risk resources contention if not turned properly, may slow performance in parallel if parallelism is overused and misconfigured. Best practices: what is the best practices for MDOP and cost threshold parallelism, right? So to set a by default the cost threshold parallelism is 5, right? So you have to just increase by 50 plus for 10 times. You can increase that. Use MDOP as a best practices as 1 for the OLTP. Regular review execution plan, identify the unnecessary parallelism, monitor CS packet and consumer weight types, right? So these are two weight types you see when you use the DMB sys.os underscore weight stats, right? So these are very frequently coming in that weight type, that is CS packet weight type. So where you have to set that one, right? In SQL server, right? So just wait. See, you have to just right click on server and go to the properties, then advanced settings, and you see this in window. In here there is a parallelism, right? So we are discussing about this parallelism. The cost threshold by default 5 or max degree of parallelism by default 0. So you have to just wisely set these two values based on execution plan and SQL server weight types, right? So this is brief about cost threshold parallelism and max degree of parallelism. Please stay tuned for the other best practices in SQL server.